TryHackMe, SAL1, multiple choice practice exam number 6, 24 questions. These are practice questions covering video number 7, phishing, email security, and social engineering. How to pass the TryHackMe SAL1 multiple choice exam. Pro study tip. When using this video and these practice questions, do not just check the right answer. Read why the other choices are wrong. That's where the learning really happens. Let's get started. Question number 1. Which tactic involves registering a domain like Microsoft-login.com to trick users into entering credentials? Now take a closer look at the domain name. If you glance at it really quick, it looks like it says Microsoft, but instead of the letter O, it has the number 0. And login is spelled incorrectly. Instead of Login, it's spelled with Loggin. So the question is, which tactic involves registering a domain like Microsoft Login to trick users into entering credentials? A. Impersonation. B. Sender spoofing. C. Typosquatting. Or D. Pretexting. The correct answer is C. Typosquatting. Explanation. Typosquatting involves using visually deceptive domain names like replacing the letter O with 0 or the letter L with a capital letter I to trick users into visiting fake websites that mimic legitimate ones. And there's some red text. And whenever you see the red text, that means those are the incorrect answers. You just want to quickly pause the video and read over the red text to understand why the incorrect answers are incorrect in comparison to the correct answer. And let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2. Which field mismatch in an email is the clearest indicator of sender spoofing? A. Subject and body. B. From address and return path. C. To address and message ID. Or D. Reply to and attachment file name. The correct answer is B. From address and return path. Explanation. Sender spoofing is often revealed when the from address, what you actually see, doesn't match the actual return path, the address used to send the email. This mismatch is a classic red flag. And there's the red text. You know what to do with that. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Question number 3. Question number 3. Which email security protocol ensures that the message content hasn't been tampered with in transit? A. SPF. B. TLS. C. DKIM. DKIM. Or D. DMARC. DMARC. Correct answer is C. DKIM. DKIM. Explanation. DKIM or DKIM, domain keys identified mail, uses cryptographic signatures to verify that the message content remains intact from sender to receiver. There's the red text. You know what to do with that. Pause the video and take a look to see why they're incorrect. Question number 4. Question number 4. What does SPF validate when an email is received? A. That the message hasn't been altered. B. That the IP address is authorized to send for the domain. C. That the email is encrypted. Or D. That the recipient is valid. Correct answer, B. That the IP address is authorized to send for the domain. Explanation. SPF, or Sender Policy Framework, checks if the server that sent the email is allowed to send the mail for that domain based on DNS records. And there's red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and take a look to really understand why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 5. Which email security protocol tells the recipient's server what to do if SPF and DKIM both fail? A. TLS. B. SPF. C. DMARC, which is DMARC. Or D. SMIME. S/MIME. Correct answer is C, DMARC. DMARC. Explanation, DMARC, domain-based message authentication, reporting, and conformance, tells the receiving server how to handle failed SPF DKIM checks, whether to reject, quarantine, or allow the message. And there's the red text. You know what to do with that. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6. Which of the following is a classic example of impersonation-based phishing? A spoofed login page hosted on a fake domain. B, an email claiming to be from your CEO asking for an urgent wire transfer. C, an invoice sent from a mismatched return path address. Or D, a password reset request from security-updates@support.biz. Correct answer, B, an email claiming to be from your CEO asking for an urgent wire transfer. Explanation. Impersonation phishing involves pretending to be a high-ranking person, like the CEO or HR, to pressure the recipient into acting quickly, often bypassing normal verification processes. And there's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over it to see why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 7. Question number 7. What is the primary function of DMARC? A, to encrypt the contents of an email. B, to provide a digital signature to the message. C, to define a policy for handling failed SPF/DKIM checks. Or D, to scan emails for malware attachments. Correct answer, C, to define a policy for handling failed SPF/DKIM checks. And let's see the explanation. DMARC allows a domain owner to specify what should happen if SPF and or DKIM checks fail, such as rejecting or quarantining the email. And there's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over the red text to make sure you understand why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 8. When analyzing an email header, which item should raise the most suspicion? A, SPF passes, DKIM fails, DMARC passes. B, from address and return path show different domains. C, subject line uses all caps and exclamation marks. D, message was received from a mail server with a public IP. Correct answer, B, from address and return path show different domains. The explanation, a mismatch between the from address and return path is a strong indicator of sender spoofing. It suggests the email was crafted to appear as if it came from a trusted source when it did not. There's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Question number 9. Which real-world attack is best described as a phishing email that appeared to come from the World Health Organization, WHO, during the COVID-19 pandemic? A, CEO fraud. B, invoice scam. C, social engineering via urgency and fear. Or D, typosquatting. Correct answer, C, social engineering via urgency and fear. The explanation, that attack used fear, COVID-19, and urgency, vaccine info, to prompt victims to click. It's a textbook example of social engineering exploiting emotion. And there's the red text, so you know what to do. Pause the video and read over why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 10. In the nightclub analogy, what role does DKIM play? A, the bouncer checking the guest list. B, the wax seal that proves the message wasn't tampered with. C, the club owner setting the entry rules. Or D, the guest trying to sneak in without an ID. The correct answer is B, the wax seal that proves the message wasn't tampered with. And the explanation, DKIM is like a wax seal on an envelope. It proves the contents haven't been altered using cryptographic signatures. And there's the red text, so you know what to do. Pause the video, read over it to make sure you understand why it's incorrect. Let's move on to question number 11. Which of the following best describes the role of SPF in email security? A. It provides encryption for email messages. B. It confirms the email was not altered in transit. C. It checks whether the sending server is authorized by the domain. Or D. It logs all email communications for audit purposes. Correct answer C. It checks whether the sending server is authorized by the domain. Explanation. SPF, Sender Policy Framework, verifies whether the IP address sending the message is authorized to do so on behalf of the domain owner. And there's the red text. What you want to do is pause the video and read over why it's incorrect. Let's move on to question number 12. We're halfway there. In email header analysis, which is one of the first fields a SOC analyst should check to identify spoofing? A. MIME version, MIME version. B. Return path. C. Email priority level. Or D. Attachment file size. The correct answer is B. Return path. And the explanation. The return path field reveals where the email actually came from and is often the first clue in identifying spoofed senders. And there's red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Question number 13. Which scenario best demonstrates a phishing attack that bypassed DMARC? A. An email with SPF passing but no DKIM and DMARC set to none. B. A suspicious domain typo in the URL. C. A spoofed reply to address that redirects to the attacker. Or D. A phishing email sent from a compromised internal account. Correct answer A. An email with SPF passing but no DKIM and DMARC set to none. Explanation. This is a classic scenario where the lack of DKIM and a permissive DMARC policy set to none allows spoof emails to reach the inbox despite partial authentication. And there's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video, read over why they're incorrect. Let's move on to question number 14. Question number 14. Which of the following is a key reason why most people struggle with email header analysis? A. Headers are protected and cannot be accessed without admin rights. B. Headers are written in XML and require special software. C. Headers appear overly technical and overwhelming to read. Or D. Headers only exist in enterprise email platforms. The correct answer is C. Headers appear overly technical and overwhelming to read. Explanation. Many learners avoid headers because they look like a wall of code. However, spotting just a few key fields can reveal phishing attempts quickly. There's a red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over just to make sure you understand why they're incorrect. Moving on to question number 15. Question number 15. According to the video, what's a recommended way to build retention when learning SPF, DKIM, and DMARC? A. Memorize all three acronyms in one session. B. Avoid real emails to minimize confusion. C. Learn one acronym per day and explain it to someone else. D. Skip video explanations and focus on reading blog posts. Correct answer C. Learn one acronym per day and explain it to someone else. Explanation. The video emphasizes chunking knowledge into small parts and explaining it to another person or even your dog as a memory building technique. There's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Moving on to question number 16. Question number 16. What is the main benefit of analyzing real email headers from your spam folder? A. It trains you to recognize common marketing templates. B. It allows you to blacklist senders for future filtering. C. It provides hands-on practice identifying red flags and phishing attempts. Or D. It helps reduce inbox clutter by deleting suspicious messages. Correct answer. C. It provides hands-on practice identifying red flags and phishing attempts. Explanation. Reviewing real email headers helps learners practice spotting spoofing, domain mismatches, and failed SPF, DKIM, DMARC checks. Crucial skills for a SOC analyst. And there's a red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over why they're incorrect. Question number 17. Question number 17. What is one reason phishing attacks remain successful according to the video? A. Organizations rarely monitor network traffic. B. Most phishing emails are encrypted and undetectable. C. People still click links without verifying details. D. All phishing emails bypass authentication protocols. Correct answer is C. People still click links without verifying details. Explanation. Human error is the biggest vulnerability. Even well-trained individuals fall for phishing because of urgency, fear, or lack of awareness. And there's a red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over why these are incorrect. Question number 18. Question number 18. Why is it more effective to see phishing in headers than to just read about it? A. Header analysis is required for exam certification. B. Visual learning engages short-term memory. C. Visual repetition builds pattern recognition and long-term understanding. Or D. Blogs usually show outdated phishing techniques. Correct answer. C. Visual repetition builds pattern recognition and long-term understanding. Explanation. Seeing phishing tactics in real headers helps learners recognize patterns faster, making the knowledge stick through repetition and visual cues. There's a red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and understand why they're actually incorrect. Question number 19. Question number 19. What should a SOC analyst do if the reply to field points to a domain different from the from address? A. Ignore it. This is common in marketing emails. B. Automatically flag the message as spam. C. Investigate further. It may be a phishing attempt. Or D. Block the sender immediately without review. Correct answer C. Investigate further. It may be a phishing attempt. Explanation. A mismatched reply to can be used to redirect responses to an attacker. It's not always malicious, but it's worth reviewing carefully. And there's a red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over why they're incorrect. Question number 20. Which real-world phishing scenario involved an invoice that passed SPF but bypassed DMARC? A. A Microsoft 365 login spoof. B. A fake invoice scam that lacked DKIM and had DMARC set to none. Or C. A COVID-19 vaccine alert from a fake WHO address. Or D. A ransomware email disguised as a legal notice. Correct answer? B. A fake invoice scam that lacked DKIM and had DMARC set to none. Explanation. This example showed how partial authentication, SPF passing, combined with weak policy enforcement, DMARC set to none, let a fake invoice slip through. There's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video, read over why they're incorrect. Question number 21. Which of the following is a primary goal of social engineering in cybersecurity? A. Exploiting software vulnerabilities and network protocols. B. Using logic bombs to destroy internal systems. C. Manipulating human behavior to bypass technical defenses. Or D. Performing port scans to find open services. Correct answer is C. Manipulating human behavior to bypass technical defenses. Explanation. Social engineering exploits human psychology, curiosity, fear, urgency to trick individuals into giving up information or clicking malicious links. Okay, there's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over why they're incorrect. Question number 22. Let's keep on going. What is a key takeaway from the nightclub analogy used to explain email authentication? A. SPF is the seal of integrity for the message. Or B. DKIM is the club manager who sets the rules. Or C. DMARC tells the bouncer and seal checker what to do with sketchy guests. Or D. TLS is the VIP guest who grants message access. The correct answer is C. DMARC tells the bouncer and seal checker what to do with sketchy guests. Explanation. In the analogy, SPF is the bouncer, DKIM is the wax seal, and DMARC is the club manager who tells them what to do if something is off. And there's the red text. We know what to do with the red text. Pause the video and read over why they're incorrect. Question number 23. Why is explaining SPF, DKIM, and DMARC to a friend or a pet an effective learning strategy? A. It simplifies complex configuration settings. B. It forces you to deeply understand and articulate the concepts. Or C. It helps you memorize all technical values verbatim. Or D. It prepares you to install these protocols on an email server. Correct answer is B. It forces you to deeply understand and articulate the concepts. And let's keep on going. Explanation. Teaching something out loud helps reinforce your understanding. If you can explain SPF like a nightclub bouncer, you truly know it. There's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read over why it's incorrect, why they're incorrect. Question number 24, final question. What is the biggest difference between simply reading about phishing and visually analyzing phishing tactics in real emails? A. Reading builds faster short-term memory. B. Visual analysis trains you to think like a SOC analyst through real-world pattern recognition. C. Reading guarantees exposure to the latest attacks. Or D. Visual learning is only helpful for graphic design students. Correct answer is B. Visual analysis trains you to think like a SOC analyst through real-world pattern recognition. Okay, explanation. Seeing red flags like mismatched domains or failed DKIM checks in real headers helps reinforce your ability to spot phishing during live analysis. There's the red text. You know what to do. Pause the video and read why they're incorrect. Congratulations. Awesome job making it through this practice set of 24 questions specifically focused on the material in video number 7, phishing, email security, and social engineering. How to pass the TryHackMe SAL1 multiple choice exam. Remember, the secret to improving your performance isn't just about getting the right answers. It's about truly understanding why the wrong ones are wrong. That's how you build real-world cybersecurity judgment, not just test day guesses. If you struggle with a few questions, that's totally normal. That's actually how we grow. Rewatch the explanations, write down your weak spots, and use those insights to guide your next study session. You're already doing what most people won't, putting in the work. That work will pay off. Now it's time to keep the momentum going. Click over to video number 8, where we dive into another one of the most high impact topics on the multiple choice exam: network attacks and exploitation, part 1 of 2. And don't forget the official SAL1 playlist with all concept videos, and practice exams specifically for the multiple choice section is linked in the pinned comment below. Our playlist is your one-stop hub to stay on track and crush this certification. I'll meet you in the next video. And as always, you've got this. I believe in you. Once again, my name is KD. This is CyberDefend Lab at CyberDefend Lab.